Well, statistics show that 18 U.S. military veterans commit suicide every day, and the leading cause is post-traumatic stress. One doctor says he's found an effective treatment to alleviate these invisible wounds of war. CBN medical reporter Lorie explains the procedure that's being called an answer to prayer.
For more than a decade, Dr. Mulvaney has performed a unique nerve block on thousands of combat veterans to help minimize their anxiety, anger, and nightmares stemming from war. After serving 31 years as both a Navy SEAL and Army physician, Dr. Mulvaney understands a soldier's emotional battle better than most.
They're good people that love their country. We owe them.
The stellate ganglion block involves injecting a local anesthetic into the stellate ganglion nerve bundles on either side of the neck. They're connected to the brain and largely responsible for the body's reaction to perceived danger. The anesthesia blocks those signals for about 6 to 12 hours, which helps reset the sympathetic nerve system. Dr. Mulvaney gave the block to Tim Chandler, a 30-year veteran who had become suicidal.
When I had PTSD, if I was in a circular room that had 50 doors, I might only had 5 doors available to me, couldn't open the others. I had this treatment, and within 24 hours, it felt like 30 doors had just popped open.
Chandler feels so convinced this treatment can help others that he helps them get it through his nonprofit Silent Watch.
If there's a veteran that can't afford this treatment, if they contact us, we cover the cost of the treatment for them. You know, $1,600 is a lot, but not if it gives you your life back. It's pennies, you know, and we're glad to do it.
Dr. Mulvaney explains the benefits.
They're able to sleep better at night. They're able to repair relationships around them. They're able to be around other people without it being so stressful.
He reports the risks and side effects are minimal, with more than 85% of his patients experiencing significant improvement.
We've done 17 studies in the last 15 years, published in the peer-reviewed literature.
Despite this documentation, the VA considers the treatment experimental and doesn't generally cover the cost, saying it may have short-term benefit and that the longer-term effects are unknown, adding it has not been fully researched in veterans with PTSD.
The VA has a hard job, and I'm not presuming to tell them how to use all their resources, but I certainly would like to see this available to service members and veterans.
In addition to minimizing the terrible, potentially fatal symptoms of PTSD, stellate ganglion block has also been shown to help people suffering from traumatic brain injuries. Some patients experience relief from symptoms such as chronic headaches and loss of balance.
When we do a stellate ganglion block, we're resetting the cerebral blood flow to the brain. And that in traumatic brain injury, there can be these areas of persistent hypoxia or low oxygen, and we're able to restore that.
The block can also help relieve what amputees call phantom limb pain.
I lost my legs in Iraq to an IED explosion in 2006. I would get the sensation of being stabbed repeatedly in some part of my foot over and over and over, about every 15 seconds for like a day or two at a time. The SGB was the answer to a search that had taken years to find. After getting the SGB, I felt like my old self for the first time in a long time. That's what gives me so much joy, is feeling like the man that I know that I am. And I am so delighted that this procedure exists.
Former combat vet Renee Witherspoon calls the treatment an answer to prayer.
God is gracious enough to give us from the time of Adam, that he meets us in our brokenness and our pain. And so he provides medicine and ways to heal us.
Fighting ISIS in the Middle East left her with unshakable fear and anxiety.
You develop a heightened sense of awareness, so everything is potentially a threat.
She turned to Dr. Mulvaney for help.
I am not reactive to the extent I used to be.
The SGB procedure takes about 15 minutes. Dr. Mulvaney uses Doppler ultrasound to guide him to the precise target. About a third of his patients only require one treatment. After a short rest, patients are free to leave the office. Unlike some SGB practitioners, Dr. Mulvaney routinely injects both sides of the neck, as he believes that produces better results. Therefore, his patients come back the next day for the other side.
If you were on a scale of 0 to 100 with PTSD, you're up around the 70, 80, 90 range. Once you have this treatment, it'll bring you down to the 20, 25, 30 range.
So while many combat vets feel uncomfortable asking for help, many who received SGB are glad they did.
I always make a guarantee I'll buy you a dinner at any restaurant if you don't feel some positive out of it. And I've never bought a dinner yet.
Lorie Johnson, CBN News.